Everything's growing, changing, and evolving, even you. From the student nurse to the baby nurse, the veteran nurse, off the bedside and into entrepreneurship, you have arrived and you have evolved. So, welcome to the Evolve Nurse Podcast. I'm your host, Keish, and let's get right into the episode. First and foremost, I just got off work. So, y'all getting a special episode because I'm supposed to be asleep right now. So, if y'all see me and I look a little tired, that's why, because I work nights. So, I am tired. But before I forgot what my topic was going to be today, I wanted to go ahead and give y'all the content because I feel like it's very important what we're about to talk about, considering all the things that are in media right now. So the topic that we're going to speak about today is patient advocacy. Are you a patient advocate? Are you? Let's get into what the definition of advocacy is. Nursing advocacy refers to the act of nurses supporting and protecting their patients' rights, interests, and well-being. Okay? Now, I could just be talking about this on just a nursing scale, right? Really basic nursing advocacy. But advocacy goes a long way. It doesn't only extend into nursing, it does also go out into your personal life, how you advocate for yourself when you're at your appointments. We know that normally we don't feel like we have a voice when it comes to our appointments. So you have to sometimes advocate for yourself, not sometimes, all the time. You should be advocating for yourself in your healthcare. Now, when I say that, I mean like, okay, if you have a question about something, don't feel dumb for asking the question. Ask the question because it could be something that needs to be asked when it's pertaining to a disease process that you have. Maybe you no longer want to be on that medication. Maybe it's making you feel a certain type of way. Or maybe you've decided that you want to exercise and you want to live a better lifestyle. So can we cut back on something? I've been in the gym. A lot of times we don't vocalize our feelings in our appointments with our providers. You have to advocate for yourself. Even the father or the dad who is about to have a new baby, you may have to advocate for your partner, your wife, your girlfriend. You may be the one who she has to lean on when she can't speak up for herself. So when I had a doula for my birth, we had a birth plan. So the questions that my fiance would ask, or what hospitals that we would go to, of course I had my doula there, but if all else fails, he would have been able to step up for me in that time of need. So he would have been advocating for me. When I'm talking about advocacy, y'all, it's on a larger scale. We only think about it in nursing, but everybody needs an advocate. Everybody needs somebody to speak up for them, or they need to be advocating for themselves. Why am I talking about this week? I came to y'all last week, but I didn't post a video. I want to say this to the nurses who prioritize TikTok. Don't get me wrong. Having a social platform is a beautiful thing. I'm here talking to y'all right now. So don't take this the wrong way. When you prioritize TikTok, Facebook, Instagram over the protection, the advocacy, the respect for your patients, that's an issue. When you don't respect the license that you worked so hard for because you want to be TikTok famous. Don't get me wrong. I hope you blow up. I want you to blow up. I want you to be successful. I want you to make all the money on, okay? I want you to make all the money. But I want it to be with some integrity. I want you to have some integrity about yourself because you have patients that are looking to you for comfort, for respect, and they shouldn't be showing up on a For You page, on TikTok, on Instagram, because you wanted to take a picture, or You wanted to tell a story. I want to be 100% honest with y'all. And I don't know if y'all read your clinical syllabus or whatever. You are not even supposed to be taking pictures of the simulation dummy because it violates the HIPAA version, like the simulated HIPAA of your simulation patient. So you need to be very, very careful about the habits that you're creating now if you're in nursing school so that you don't take them with you when you're in the real world, because it's so easy to pick up a phone and I'm so glad that I helped you today. And it seems so y'all, I'm sleepy. What's the word? It seems so innocent, right? It seems very innocent. Like, I did a great job today. So I'm going to take a picture with my patient and I'm going to post it on Facebook. But I'm going to tell you a backstory about what I did for this patient and how they were so thankful that I helped clean their ostomy, or they were so thankful that I did X, Y, and Z. Be careful with that, because the habits that you're creating today will remain tomorrow. I promise you that. So whenever you get pulled to the office at work for posting your patient on Facebook, when you thought that you had unfriended your job or blocked your job, and somebody done found that you done posted a patient on Facebook, and now you're looking at losing your job, losing your license. We saw this a few months ago where this girl went in, took a picture of somebody's my chart and sent it around. Well, she really didn't send it around. She sent it to her close friends, but her close friends weren't close enough. And nobody is close enough for you to break his HIPAA. I'm just saying, nobody is close enough where you should be violating HIPAA. So, yes, make sure that you're creating a safe space for your patients, because they already don't feel like they're being heard. They don't feel like they're being seen. And now they don't feel respected. Now you got a phone in their face. What is going on in the healthcare field? I understand that we popping. You know what I'm saying? We're popping on the internet. If you can be a nurse influencer, you could make a lot of money. You could do a lot of things, but you have to think about your license. Have y'all seen the the GIF meme or whatever? And this person is like, I can't do that. I gotta keep my nursing license. I can't do that. You should be living life like that. You should be living life like, there are certain things that I cannot do because I want to be a nurse. If you're in nursing school, there are certain things that I shouldn't be doing. There are certain places that I shouldn't be going. I shouldn't be doing certain stuff in my uniform. That goes for your nursing school uniform and also your work uniform. There are certain things that you shouldn't be saying on the internet while you in your uniform and you got your badge on. You have to be able to understand the value in which you put your blood, sweat, tears, and I guarantee there were nights that you cried that you didn't think that you was gonna make it, and you will throw all of that away to twerk on your patient forehead. Y'all, to twerk on your patient forehead, to gyrate on your patient, like what? And then to come to think about it, first of all, I didn't really want to even look at what she was doing at first. I was like, what is going on here? What is going on here? What is going on here? Can you stick it in your Oh, y'all, I'm trying to find a video on the Tiki Taki. Hold on. Was she a nurse, a med tech, or a CNA? Okay. So I think this may have been in a person's home instead of at the hospital, cuz like when I'm looking at the picture or the video, um it looks like they're in an apartment. Oh my god, I can't even look at this now. And I don't want to show it to y'all. If y'all want to see this girl twerking on her patient's forehead, y'all can go on over to TikTok, but I hope that y'all don't want to see that. But I heard that it's her mom's business, and I hope that she apologizing profusely to her mom, because why would you do that? Why would you risk your mom's business to twerk on your patient's foreheads? Then on top of that, she fed him a gummy. She fed one of them a gummy, and I was like, "Are you a nurse? Are you a nurse? Let me see, cuz I think she was a CNA. But why, you know what? Med techs. I was about to say, why is she giving meds? But she could have been giving meds because she's a med tech. But regardless of that, she shouldn't have been twerking on somebody's head in the bathtub. Like, she was twerking on the head at a counter and in the bathtub. Something is going on. I'm not gonna go too hard on the young lady because I don't know what's going on with her mentally. But what I can say is, for y'all who think that something is gonna go viral for shock value, take a note at this, because she is jailed. Okay, she is jailed. CNAs, y'all can go to jail too. We just saw that was that my last episode or the episode before that? We just saw where 18 employees at a long-term care facility got. So do not forget that you are also liable for your patients, even if you feel like you're not. You are. Um, y'all, I remember being on my clinical in a psychiatric hospital, and a patient who was on the more severe side, he saw my teacher and he said, "Oh, that's my patient advocate." I I internalized that. I was like, I want somebody to feel that way about me. Like, I'm there for them. I've treated them with respect, with honor, with care. Unfortunately, I'm not at the bedside anymore. I am a charge for an operating room. But if I was still on the floor, I would still be the same person, the same nurse, the same type of nurse. If you ask me to go get you some water, I'm going to go get you some water. If you ask me to do this, I'm going to do that. I might do it before you ask me. Just the type of nurse that I am, that I always wanted to be. The only reason why I'm not on the floor anymore is because it just didn't work for my mental health after COVID. But if you've listened to my past episodes, I think I may have talked about it. I had an old podcast and I talked about a lot of things on there, but I revamped to this podcast. So I'm never really sure what I've told y'all. I'm never really sure what I told y'all, but I think I may have talked to y'all about my experience with COVID. If I haven't, drop it down in the comment section and say, "Girl, I ain't never heard nothing about you and your experience on the COVID unit." And I'll come to y'all and talk to y'all about that. But honestly, I can say that I was the type of nurse that I would have wanted. When I was on the floor, I was the type of nurse that I would have wanted. I still respect my patients now, but it's just a different level of respect. I have to go above and beyond with their parents, but I'm not giving their parents direct patient care. It's more of an open line of communication to let them know how their baby is doing, let them know what's going on, and keep them well informed. But now I recognize that some people don't think before they do. And I don't know this young lady, but I don't know if she thought before she did. And she did it multiple times. There's no telling how far these things went. That's elder abuse. I don't know if they're elders or not, because they may not have been elderly. But what abuse is that? abuse of a disabled person, something. It's an abuse. I figure out what abuse it is, but it is an abuse. But all in all, like, you have to show up as who you want to be. And if you don't care for the job, like the job is just you making money, be great at it to make your money. Don't go and be like, I'm just here to make money. No, I'm here to make money, but I'm also here to give an experience to this patient. I'm also here to make sure that this patient is okay. Even though I'm only here for the money, I also want to be here for my patient. Like, I might not want to be here today, but I know that my patient deserves to be cared for. And I might be out of here tomorrow, but let me tell you something. This money that I'm using to leverage my next career, my next job, the business I want to start, whatever, what I'm using here to leverage that, but I'm going to make sure that my patient feels like a person. I never want a patient to feel like they're not human to me. Oh, you're just looking over me. You care about everybody else more than me. And sometimes patients can feel like that because everybody's everybody's experience is individual to them. Sometimes they don't even care about the fact that you just was in a trauma and you are trying to figure life out and you had 13 patients stop you before you got to them, but you're still trying to figure out, oh man, I forgot to get their blanket. Let me go get their blanket. And then you go and get their blanket, you go give them their blanket, and then they may have an attitude. I think during those situations, I always just say, hey, I got caught up with a lot of things. And so, here's your blanket. Do you need anything else? Without divulging too much information, just kind of let them know, hey, I didn't forget about you. I didn't forget about you. Maybe I feel like I just go above and beyond for my patients. Other people might be like, Keisha, you do too much. But I haven't had to do that in a long time. But that was just the type of nurse that I was. My preceptor precepted me to be that type of nurse as well. And I went into nursing because I cared about people. So if I went into nursing and I didn't care about people and I didn't care about how they felt, um, I would I'd be like, okay, here go your towel, here go your blanket, here go your water, whatever. The CNA will get it. The CNA will get it. Like, why are you asking me? I was just over here in another room doing whatever, y'all. Don't mind me. My baby toothpaste on my shirt. I was just over here in another room. You want to ask me to get you some water? How dare you? No, I've always just wanted to be the person I want. If I go to the hospital, I want a nurse who like me. I want a nurse like somebody I know. Like, I want a nurse like Nurse SWAT Ashley, the person that's on one of my episodes. Y'all should go listen to her. I want a nurse like that. A nurse that is going to make sure that I'm okay mentally, physically, and emotionally, because when you're in the hospital for these long terms, like when you're in the hospital for a long time to the point where the staff is your family now, it's imperative that you have people that care about you. It is imperative that you have people that care about you. So, yes, you have to advocate for yourself, especially piggybacking off of what I just said. If you're in the hospital for a long time, you definitely have to advocate for yourself. It's going to be some times where some stuff going to fall through some cracks and you're going to want to say something and you're not, because you don't know how to advocate for yourself. You have to learn how to speak up for you. Nobody's going to come and speak up for you but you. No one's coming to save you. I'm telling you, you might have a nurse that's gonna be like, hold on, what is this? Like, they might have a sense of inquiry, or like they're trying to figure it out. But if you don't tell us that you're in pain, we can kind of tell a little bit by grimacing and things like that. But as a person who is in pain sometimes anyway, and you wouldn't be able to tell by by what I'm doing. I remember doing simulation one time, and um they did a pain simulation, and it was like a girl who was sitting in the bed and she was on the phone, but the music is what was taking her mind off of the pain. And so most people would look at that, or look at that person like, you know, she's okay. They'll come peek in the door and then they'll walk out. They won't start the conversation. They won't do a full assessment. Do you know how many people, and I'm just speaking off of experience from back way back when I was on the floor, because I haven't been on the floor in like 3 years. Just speaking from experience from being on the floor. Do you know how many people don't do a full body assessment on their patients? This is not the ER. The ER do focused assessments. That's what they focus on things. That's why when they come up, they still got pee on them. They ain't treated for the GERD they got. This episode of the Evolved Nurse podcast is brought to you by Yoni Potion, the natural wellness beverage crafted for women by women. Ladies, let's be real. When it comes to health, we often put everyone else first. But here's the thing, your body deserves care too, especially when it comes to something as important as your vaginal health. That's where Yoni Potion comes in. It isn't just any health drink. It's a natural game changer, made with natural ingredients like pineapples, ginger, apple cider vinegar, and more. It creates a natural probiotic for a healthy microbiome. Yoni Potion helps you maintain balance from the inside out. It's all about keeping your pH levels in check, supporting hormone health, and helping you feel comfortable and confident in your own skin. Oh, did I mention it was delicious? Whether you're hitting the gym, powering through a busy workday, or just need a pick me up, Yoni Potion is there to keep you feeling your best, because when your body feels good, you feel unstoppable. So if you're ready to embrace your health and take charge of your wellness journey, head over to yonipotion.com and check out Yoni Potion. That's YONIPHOTION.com. Listeners can get 10% off using code POTION, P capital HOTION 10 on your first order. It's time to treat your body with the care it deserves. Yoni Potion, because wellness starts from within. Now back to the show. They ain't treated for the GERD they got. They ain't treated. They are focusing on the heart. This is what we focused on right now. Like all that other stuff can go away. We gonna give the meds for only that. Y'all can give the rest of the meds. We gonna send them up because we need to get our room. Our room need to be free for the other patients that come in. We got people sliding in and out of the emergency department all night long, all night long. And you want to take up a space because you're not ready to get your patient. We coming up. We coming up because we have traumas come through. We need to have this room ready. We need to have our stretcher. Y'all, my emergency department people will wait at the door for the stretcher. I'm like, can I get my patient in the bed? Can I get them on the surgical bed and get them positioned and stuff before? No. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We need our bed, we need our pumps, we need everything. We confiscating it all from you because people like to steal. One thing about it, in the hospital, people like to steal. They're gonna steal your stretchers. If you ain't got your name on your stretcher, it's ours. And we got a whole bay in the back full of stretchers. If you don't have your eye stretcher in your department, we got it. Because I don't even know where to put the extras. And then other people will try to steal our stuff, and I'm waiting for it. Can I please get my stuff back? Can you wait for a minute? I'll wait. I will wait. I will wait for it because y'all like to steal. Y'all love stealing other departments' things. But honestly, what I really can say is, y'all, I feel like this episode is all over the place, but I gotta say it. The way that we don't know what goes on other units, but we complain about them is absurd. The way that we have no idea what's going on and why they brought this patient up here so fast. Why did they give me a half-ass report? That is unacceptable. A half-ass report is unacceptable. But why? It's always the why. Like, why would they send this patient up here like this? Or why would they do this? Or why would they do that? Like, I just transported the patient the other day, and I just know they thought I was just a transport team. I was just a transport team. And I just know that they was just dogging me out in the head, like, why would you bring her up like that? Why would you bring that patient up? If it was me, the patient would have been nice and tighty. But it was not me. But it doesn't matter who it, like, they gonna give their anger to whoever. And I'm like, I don't know what you went through tonight, but I'm not gonna take it personal. I'm not gonna take it personal, but I suggest you get your attitude together. Cause I don't feel like anything warrants being nasty at work. Now, I can understand people, they bring their things from home to work. I'm a compartmentalizer, so I can be having a terrible day, but when I go to work, it's like, "Hi, how are you? How are you doing today? How are you today?" And I don't code switch anymore, y'all, but and that was a conscious decision on this African American History Month, this Black History Month, this I've decided to not code switch, and I haven't been code switching for about, I want to say, 2 or 3 years. I decided to not code switch. Um and it just was because I didn't feel myself. And if you need to ask me 3 times what I said because you don't want to listen, then just ask me 3 times. I'm sorry. Just act. I'm country, and I have surgeons or doctors who are like, "What did you just say?" I can understand you, so you're going to get what you need. But I do feel like people just act like they don't understand what I say. Like, you heard me. Where are you from? Where are you? You heard exactly what I said. So I have intentionally stopped code switching just because um but yes, I compartmentalize. If everything is going horrible at home, at work, my patients are going to get top care. But everybody's not able to do that. So their home life tracks into work with them, and then they're like creating a negative work environment for their coworkers, for the people around them. And to me, that's just kind of unacceptable. Not kinda, it is unacceptable. And then you can see it on the units. You can see who's the person who keeps up the most drama because they have stuff going on at home, and you're the only person that they can take it out on. And it's not fair. And you see that a lot in the precepting students. But y'all, all in all, be a patient advocate. Be a patient advocate. Stand up for your patients. Stand up for yourself. Y'all, I don't even have my light on. Where my light at? I didn't even have my light on. I'm gonna turn it on just to see, just to test it to see. I didn't even have my light on. I don't need it. I don't even need it. It's too late. It's too late. Y'all, I need one of them little things on the back of my head for my glasses. But it's too late. But I can say that I wanted to talk to y'all about advocacy, but this episode probably was all over the place. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Um we have sponsors for our event, and I would like to thank them, right? Because they didn't have to sponsor any of these products for the bags, but they did. And I still have people that are sponsoring now. um Hold on one second. Black Girl Vitamins. I'm actually a partner with them, an affiliate with them. So you can go down in the comment section and you can purchase your first purchase will be discounted. Yoni Potion, they're also a sponsor for the event, a wholesale sponsor for the event, but they're also a sponsor for my podcast as well. But I will have all of our sponsors linked in the bio. And yes, thank you all for listening to this episode. If you made it this far, thank you. If you have any questions, you can email me at theevolvednurse@gmail.com. You can always go and subscribe to our group on our website. And I keep saying our like it's not just me, but we will have a team soon because we gonna blow up. We gonna blow up, and I'm gonna need a team. Um, you can join our group on www.theevolvednurse.com. I have my first big event this weekend, so I don't know why I'm not asleep, but I'm about to go to sleep. So if you have any questions, definitely slide into the email. I will respond back. Go follow me at the Evolve Nurse on Instagram, on TikTok. And then I have an evolving community on Facebook as well. All of that'll be linked in the description below. But yes, I'm about to go to sleep because guess what? My baby is at daycare and I'm about to knock out so that I can get up and do other work. But y'all, thank you so much for listening to this episode. I just want to say to all the nursing students, be careful what you do now because it will reflect on who you are as a nurse later on. And you might think it's innocent now, but when you create that type of mindset, it's hard to break. So even when it feels innocent, it may not be. But yes, just keep on going, keep doing what you're doing. Um, and yeah, y'all have a great day. And I might not come back on like early in this morning time like this again, but y'all have a good one. Good night.